Hi, my name is Lily, and I work at this cozy little cafe. It's my favorite place in the world, because every day I get to meet amazing people from all over. But it wasn't always easy for me to talk to everyone here. When I first started learning English, I felt nervous and shy. I didn't know how to express myself, and I was afraid to make mistakes. That's why I'm so excited to share today's story with you. It's about a special day at the cafe that taught me a lot about communicating in English. Through this story, you'll learn useful phrases and expressions that you can use in your everyday life. So, grab a cup of coffee or tea and join me as we dive into this fun and educational story. Oh, and don't forget to repeat the phrases with me as we go along. This is a great way to improve your pronunciation and feel more confident when speaking English. Are you ready? Let's get started. It was a sunny afternoon, and the cafe was alive with its usual buzz. The warm aroma of freshly brewed coffee filled the air, mixing with the faint sound of chatter and the occasional clink of cups. I stood behind the counter, smiling as I prepared a cappuccino for one of our regulars. Everything seemed normal, but that day was about to bring an interesting surprise. As I finished the cappuccino, the door opened and a man walked in. He was holding a map and looked a little nervous. He paused just inside the entrance, glancing around as if he were searching for something. His eyes stopped at the menu on the wall, and I could tell he was trying to figure it out. I greeted him with a cheerful smile. "Hi, welcome to the cafe. Can I help you?" He hesitated for a moment, then nodded and approached the counter. "Hi," he said, his voice slightly shaky. "Can you help me?" "Of course," I replied warmly. "What do you need?" He pointed to the menu, clearly unsure what to order. "I want a coffee," he said, pausing. "But I don't know which one." I could see he was struggling, so I decided to make things easier. "No problem," I said. "Do you want something strong, like an espresso, or something sweet, like a latte?" He looked relieved. "Sweet," he answered. "Great choice," I said. "A latte is perfect for you. Would you like sugar with that?" He shook his head. "No, thank you," while I prepared his latte. I noticed he was watching me closely, as if trying to understand every word I had said. It reminded me of when I first started learning English. Back then, every conversation felt like a challenge, but moments like these taught me so much. When I handed him the latte, he smiled and said, "Thank you." I replied, "You're welcome. Enjoy." This short exchange might seem simple, but it was filled with useful expressions that can help you in so many situations. Let's take a closer look at them in the next part of our story. As the man took his seat near the window, I couldn't help but notice he was still glancing at the menu and then back at his coffee. After a moment, he raised his hand slightly, signaling me over. I walked up to him with a smile. "Is everything okay?" I asked. He hesitated again, but finally spoke. "Yes, but I don't understand some words here." He pointed at the menu. "No worries," I said, sitting down across from him for a moment since the cafe wasn't too busy. "I can help you with that. What are you trying to figure out?" He tapped his finger next to a word. "What is cappuccino?" His pronunciation was a little off, but I understood him. "Good question," I said, nodding encouragingly. "A cappuccino is coffee with steamed milk and foam on top. It's not as sweet as a latte, but it's very popular." He repeated slowly, "Cappuccino, coffee, milk, foam." "Exactly," I replied. "And here's another one. Espresso." It's a small, strong coffee. Some people like it because it has a lot of flavor. Espresso, he said, mimicking my pronunciation. Strong coffee. You got it, I said with a grin. He pointed to the word Americano. Next. And this? Americano. An Americano is espresso with extra hot water. It's like regular coffee, but not as strong as espresso, I explained. He seemed to be absorbing the information carefully. So, latte is sweet. Cappuccino has foam. Espresso is strong. Americano is less strong. That's perfect, I said. You're doing great. As we continued, I noticed he was gaining confidence. I decided to introduce a simple phrase that could help him in future situations. If you're ever unsure about something, you can say, "Can you help me?" Like you did earlier. That's a very polite way to ask for help. "Can you help me?" he repeated. "Yes." And if you want to order, you can say, "I'll have." For example, "I'll have a cappuccino, please." He tried it out. "I'll have an espresso, please." "Perfect," I said. "One more thing. If you don't want something, like sugar, you can say, 'No, thank you.'" "No, thank you," he repeated, smiling. We practiced these phrases a few more times, and I encouraged him to repeat them with confidence. Each time, he sounded better and more comfortable. By the end of our little lesson, he seemed proud of himself. "Thank you," he said sincerely. "You're very welcome," I replied. "I'm glad I could help." As I returned to the counter, I felt a sense of satisfaction. Helping someone learn, even just a little, reminded me of my own journey. Moments like these were why I loved my job so much. Now that we've seen this interaction, let's break down some of the key phrases and expressions that you can use too. Let's take a closer look at the conversation we just had and break it down into useful phrases you can use in everyday situations. Can you help me? This is one of the simplest and most polite ways to ask for assistance. It's perfect when you're unsure about something. For example, at a cafe, "Can you help me understand the menu?" At a store, "Can you help me find this item?" I'll have. This phrase is essential when ordering food or drinks. It's polite and direct. Let's practice some examples. "I'll have a latte, please." "I'll have a sandwich." Try saying it aloud. "I'll have your order, please." "No, thank you." If you don't want something, this phrase works perfectly. It's polite and easy to remember. Practice these examples. "Would you like sugar?" "No, thank you." "Do you need help with anything else?" "No, thank you." Describing coffee options. Learning how to describe different types of coffee can be helpful, especially when traveling. Let's review. Latte. Sweet, with a lot of milk. Cappuccino. Coffee with foam on top. Espresso. Strong, small coffee. Americano. Espresso with extra water. Repeat these descriptions aloud to practice saying them confidently. Polite phrases. Notice how the man practiced polite expressions. "Thank you. You're welcome." These phrases are simple but important. Politeness goes a long way when speaking a new language. Now, let's try something fun. Imagine you're at a cafe and want to order a drink. What would you say? Take a moment to practice aloud. "Can you help me?" "I'll have a latte, please." "No, thank you." By practicing these phrases, you'll feel more confident and ready for real-life conversations. Now it's your turn to practice. Imagine yourself in different situations, and let's build your confidence step by step. I'll guide you through a few exercises. Exercise 1. Ordering at a cafe. Scenario: you're at a cafe and you want to order a cappuccino. Repeat after me. Can you help me? I'll have a cappuccino, please. No, thank you. If they ask if you want sugar. Now try it on your own. Imagine the barista asking, "What would you like?" How will you respond? Say it out loud. Exercise 2. Asking for help. Scenario: you're looking at a menu, but you don't understand a word. You need help from the waiter. Practice these sentences. Excuse me, can you help me understand this? Point to the menu and say, "What does this mean?" Try putting it all together. Pretend you're pointing to the menu and asking, "Excuse me, can you help me?" What does espresso mean? Exercise 3. Responding politely. Scenario: you're in a shop and someone asks, "Do you need sugar with that?" Practice replying politely, "Yes, please." "No, thank you." Politeness is key in English. Practicing these small phrases will make you sound friendly and confident. Mini challenge. Let's create a short dialogue. I'll be the barista, and you'll be the customer. Ready? Here we go. Barista: "Hi, what can I get for you today?" You: "Your turn. Say your order out loud." Barista: "Would you like sugar with that?" You: respond politely. Barista: "Great. Your order will be ready soon." Thank you. Practice this challenge a few times until you feel confident. You can even add your own twists to make it more fun. Congratulations. Today, you learned how to navigate a simple but powerful conversation in English. Whether it's ordering at a cafe, asking for help, or responding politely, you now have the tools to feel more confident in real-life situations. Remember, learning a language is all about taking small, consistent steps. Even short conversations, like the one in today's story, can teach you important phrases and boost your confidence. Think about it. In less than 15 minutes, you learned how to say, "Can you help me?" "I'll have a cappuccino, please." "No, thank you." These are not just words. They're keys to opening doors and connecting with people. Every time you practice, you're getting closer to fluency. Don't worry about making mistakes. They're part of the journey. As the man in our story showed, even small efforts can lead to big improvements. Here's a motivational thought to take with you. Every time you try, you win. Whether you're repeating phrases, practicing in front of a mirror, or speaking to someone new, every moment counts. Before we end, here's your next step. Write a comment below using one of the phrases you learned today. For example, "Can you help me learn more English phrases?" "I'll have a cappuccino, please." Practice using these phrases with a friend, in a cafe, or even with yourself. If you enjoyed this story and practice, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who's also learning English. Together, we can make learning fun and easy. See you in the next story, where we'll take your English to the next level. Until then, keep practicing and stay confident. You've got this.